Down memory lane there in that matchup. Expect much more later today on Joy Prime. But let's come back to our studios where we discourse on AM Business for this morning, brought to you courtesy of EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Our focus today is on Fafape Fo, who has earned the nickname Mushroom Queen following her exploits in the mushroom industry. Joy Business, Emma Davies reports.
Today on Food Chain, we've decided to celebrate mushroom. So we've termed it Mushroom Day. I know Mushroom Day is celebrated on October 15th, but today, Food Chain, we decided to celebrate mushroom. If you're wondering where I am standing or what I'm standing on, is the sawdust used as substrate for growing mushroom. We are here at the Mushroom Queen Farms to visit Fafape Fo to learn more about mushrooms today. My name is Emma Davis. Hello, Fafape. Welcome to Food Chain.
Thank you for having me.
Take us through what is going on right now.
Yeah, so you're welcome to the Mushroom Queen Farm E90 Ghana Limited. Right here, this is the composting stage. So this is where we take the sawdust, which is a waste in the environment, and we add other ingredients, also waste like the rice bran, the quicklime, and then we decompose it for like 6 weeks. So this actually serves as the soil that we use to grow the mushroom, and we call it the substrate. So the substrate will enable you to have a good yield or a bad yield. So the beauty of this business is that we're taking the waste that we have in the environment and creating job opportunities and nutrition to the population.
So you mentioned that it stays for 6 weeks?
Yes.
So this has been here for 6 weeks?
Yes. So some of them are 4 weeks, some are 3 weeks, and some are very close to 6 weeks.
Why must this stay for 6 weeks before use?
Yeah, for the compounds in it to decompose, especially the ammonium content in the sawdust to decompose, so that we will have the manure, all that we have combined to fully mixed before we bag them. So it's very important that you take your time. Some of the woods are hard, some are soft. So when you go to the sawmill and you pick the sawdust, you have to get the patience to make sure that the mixture is well mixed and decomposed before using.
Okay, so they take this to...
We're going to the bagging stage.
Okay.
So after the 6 weeks, then we go to the bagging stage where we bag them into smaller polythenes for sterilization.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So why did you decide to get into mushroom farming?
So the passion came to me actually at the University of Ghana where I was doing my master's. When I realized the potentials of mushroom farming, that really caught my attention. I was curious about it. Looking at some of the benefits like the environment, cleaning the environment, as well as producing one of the world's richest protein food, creating employment. I saw this as the business for me. I saw this as the way to go for me, the people I'll be employing, and also knowing very well that what I'm producing is going to solve somebody's health condition. That alone was the icebreaker for me.
Would you advise someone to go into mushroom farming?
Why not? I want to even use this opportunity to, extend this invitation to graduates out there. If you're looking for a job and you're not getting, and you're looking for something that can help you to sustain you and the family, look to farming, look to mushroom farming, or agriculture in general. Look around you. What do you have that you can turn around to make an economic gain or make ends meet?
How much did you start with?
Actually, I started with 10 bags.
Okay.
10 compost bags. And with that 10 bags, then one was 1 cedi. So the 10 bags was like 10 cedis. So I started with 10 cedis.
Okay.
And as I started producing, I was plowing back the profits into, and I had 20 bags, 30 bags, and I started the production myself. So at first I started with taking the the bags from an existing farmer. Then from there, I gathered the resources, the natural, the raw materials.
Okay.
And then I started the production myself. And now I can confidently boast of more than 50,000 bags in production, as you can see. So this is where we sterilize. We put them inside. We put fire in it.
Okay.
And fire. We pack the bags in.
Okay.
And then we cover it up.
Okay.
Add the firewood, and then we sterilize at 100 degrees. Yes.
For how long?
So this stays for about 3 hours.
Okay.
To sterilize, to ensure that every living organism in there is dead. So after you sterilize, after the 3 hours, you put it down for it to cool. Then we now add the mycelium. So we have the incubation room, and we have the fruiting room where we keep them for them to get matured. Then from there, we send them to the fruiting room where we start seeing the mushrooms.
Okay, so the incubation takes how long?
The incubation also takes 6 weeks.
Oh. So I can see that some of them are fully white, some are still changing color. Why is that?
Yeah, so it tells you the various degrees of maturity in the room. So you see the ones that are completely white, that means they are fully matured, ready for opening for mushrooms to come out. And the ones that are, you know, almost like getting to just like about 4 weeks or 5 weeks. So when you come in, you see various, you know, times that they've been inoculated with the spawn. So as you can see, some of the spawning is ongoing.
Okay, so this is the process where they add.
Exactly. We add the seed. So these ones will just, you know, go on the shelves. They've already been, you know, inoculated with the bags. Okay. Then they will be put on the shelves. Okay. Then we wait for the 6 weeks for them to get matured for opening.
I see.
So part of it is when you are out there and you don't want to go through the entire process that I've shown you, and you want to grow mushrooms, we supply farmers with already made bags. So what you do is you come for it, and within a week you will start harvesting mushrooms.
I think I should be those farmers.
We call them the croppers. So we supply them with the ready-made mushroom bags. So yours is to get a convenient place where there will not be any direct sunlight. And within a week, you'll start harvesting mushrooms.
This looks very, it looks less stressful with other forms of farming.
Sure.
I think I'll be the cropper. I'll just come and buy and then grow the mushroom. 1 week later, I'll be making my
then you
cash.
start, you know, harvesting mushrooms. It's always a joy when you enter, you see the mushrooms coming out and you're harvesting. It's so nice, you know.
Let me be a little selfish right now. Just give my viewers some few tips they can, you know, take if they want to get into mushroom farming. Okay, so for mushroom farming, one of the major challenges that face a mushroom farmer is infection. You can get infection because of, you know, it's a fungi. So you have to be very hygienic, you know, throughout the entire process. You have to make sure that your hands are always very clean. Whatever foreign material you are introducing to the spawn must be very clean. So you must sterilize every foreign material you are introducing to the process. That is why you see that we sterilize the bags, we sterilize even the stick that we use to, you know, loosen up the seed or the spawn. So it's very, very key when you are into mushroom to make sure that everything, you know, is clean and hygienic. That is one secret to mushroom farming. This is one of the businesses that you don't need a lot of land to do. You know, you are in the city, you don't have arable lands to your disposal. This is a business that requires low capital and minimum space to do. So how much capital someone like me if I want to start, how much capital do you think I need?
Yeah, you can start with from 200 to 500 cedis. You can start with, because we are selling one spawn bag for 3 cedis. So if I started with 10 bags, and if you want to outsmart me to start with 20 bags, you can imagine how much you need as a minimum capital to start.
Wow.
Yeah, so
200 cedis to 500.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money to start with.
Wow.
Just get a place and get the spawn bags, and you are in business.
Okay, I'll consider that. What type of mushrooms do you grow?
Yeah, so basically we grow the oyster mushrooms.
Okay.
And when they get matured at the incubation room, we bring them to the cropping room. So
Okay.
you see some of them freshly coming out.
Okay, so
Yes.
this is at what stage?
Yeah, so those are the pinheads.
Okay.
So they are just coming out, but these ones are getting matured. So you can see that they are freshly done. So we'll harvest them.
It doesn't need much effort or anything to harvest them.
What we have in our hands is a miracle plant that helps us to solve so many of our health problems. So it's a unique product that we are growing here.
So apparently I read that if you take the wrong mushroom, the ones that are not edible,
Yeah.
what happens?
You can even die immediately. So we have the edible and non-edible mushrooms. And if you are not a mushroom lover or someone who knows the type of mushroom you normally take, and you go into the bush and you've seen an umbrella that looks like a mushroom, please, you have to get to somebody to tell you that it's edible or not. Because we've had not in Ghana that I've heard, but some parts of the world, that a mushroom that is not edible can even kill you or give you all sort of
skin irritation
or problems, and also stomach problems.
Oh, okay.
You can have organ collapse and all that.
Okay.
So in Ghana, we have some types of mushrooms that are edible. We have the oyster that we are doing. We have the domo.
Okay.
We call some domo the valva that you normally see growing from the palm nut tree. After the palm wine is taken, then it comes out from the palm nut. That is also another type that we normally enjoy. And normally, seasonally, we get some from the termites hats, in the bush, with a long tail. You normally see them, in Accra, in some parts of the city, that they tie it with the palm, the palm fruit tree, and then they tie it and have a long tail. Yeah, those are the 3 major ones that we have in Ghana that we consume currently. So if you are not familiar with a mushroom type and you've seen it and you love to take it, please research or go for an advice as to whether it's edible or not.
We are moving to where we do the mushroom kebab. I'm more interested at the side, so please come with us.
This is one of the many products that you can get out of the fresh mushrooms. So we supply hotels, restaurants with the fresh mushrooms, the dry one, and our special delicacy, the mushroom kebab. This is one in town where we do for events, such as parties and any type of gathering that you have. So we've realized that most parties we have the meat kebabs, and people that are vegetarians or are having some health conditions are being left out. So this is an innovation to bring mushroom to the people at parties and all that. So we have the mushroom kebab, which is nicely, we add some of the vegetables to it and a special sauce from the mushroom queen.
I can't wait to taste it when it's all done.
For
the sake of some of my viewers who may not know what to use mushroom for, please tell us what we can use, other things we can use mushroom for.
Yes. So, apart from enjoying it fresh in your soups, stews, mix it together with vegetables, we now have mushroom biscuits, mushroom bread, spring roll, meat pie, and the list goes on. So it can be used in a lot of things. A lot of things.
You and I were at the farmers conference.
Sure.
And some concerns were raised about how to get funds. Do you fund this by yourself?
Yeah, surely I fund from the beginning to the end by myself. And it was interesting at the Ghanaian Farmer Conference how some of the farmers were lamenting of access to credit. And that still continues to be a challenge considering the high interest rates when you have to go for, a bank facility and all that. So we need to have a bank that should look towards the plight of farmers in Ghana in terms of reduced interest rates and taking into consideration the seasonal nature of farming in the country, so that products will be tailored towards the needs of farmers directly.
So is it that you have not tried personally to get funds from banks, or you are financially comfortable?
Not that I'm financially comfortable, but I feel like I have to grow to a certain stage. Then I can now approach the bank for assistance. And so far so good. I've been plowing back my own profits, and that has helped me to reach where I am.
Have you had any investors?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
But are you looking forward?
Yeah, we're looking up to get some investors that we can move the Mushroom Queen brand to a bigger farm in Africa and the world.
Okay. So on today's episode, we are enjoying mushroom. You are invited. Oh. I'm still trying to process the taste. That's it. My name is Emma Davis.
Well, beautiful piece there for AM Business this morning. It's all about the Mushroom Queen. Interesting tidbits we've actually gleaned. We take a breather, but when we return, we talk about all the brouhaha surrounding the WASI paper leak. It's all about that disputed report by Africa Education Watch. Do stay when we return. That's our next conversation.